Welcome back everyone, and it's time to go balls deep. Dragon Ball Super Chapter 80 has been released, which means it's time to celebrate, and it's that time of the month.
Yes! 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 Yes!
This chapter revealed even more about Bardock, Goku's father. He's the most dripped out, sexy beast we all love. Oh wait, no homo of course. If you haven't been keeping up, Vegeta and Goku are witnessing their careers end for the 15th time. Yeah, they became the strongest, but the next arc makes them weaker again, and the cycle repeats itself for us to enjoy the story even more, and so that they can, you know, make more money. Granolah and Gas are the strongest characters in the entire universe due to a wish that they made, and you're probably wondering, wait a second ABD, why didn't Goku and Vegeta just do this, since that's their dream as well? They are chasing that dream to be the strongest in the universe for the entire series. And my response to that is, man, how can you forget this scene?
You may have invaded my mind and my body, but there's one thing a Saiyan always keeps. His drive! It's about drive, it's about power. We stay hungry, we devour.
Dragon Ball Super Chapter 80 continues the fight between Granolah and Gas.
We do not care.
Oh my god!
Granolah is clearly seen to have the upper hand on Gas in terms of abilities, because his efforts to remotely attempt to land a hit on Granolah,
I'm here to tell you right now,
it feels futile.
we don't care.
Hey!
Shut the fuck.
Oh my god!
I know as Dragon Ball fans we don't give a shit about Gas, and we wanted to see Vegeta get the W for once, but come on guys, this arc has a lot of intricate story writing and metaphors, excellent cohesive plot points that would develop the character.
Nobody cares!
Yeah, let's be honest, we just want to see two buff dudes dripped out with the Super Saiyan forms fight each other to their deaths. Is that too much to ask?
Yes.
You know, as a Dragon Ball fan for 20 freaking years, this is something guys like to watch. Give me more Goku and Vegeta. No, but seriously, this arc is pretty great, and there is a Bardock review at the end that you should stick around for. Now, in our latest chapter review on Dragon Ball Super Chapter 79, we went over Vegeta's previous pep talk towards Granolah, explaining to him how there are no shortcuts to being the strongest, which there is because he just made the wish and surpassed and ended your career in like... Anyway, Vegeta explained if the opponent you're fighting has way more experience than you in the art of combat experience, which in this case happens to be Granolah, then they're more likely to win the battle compared to someone who is more of a novice and less experienced with fighting, which in this scenario is obviously Gas. Essentially, Gas is not used to his new power level, whilst Granolah is, thanks to his fight against Goku and Vegeta. We all know how that went. However, Chapter 80 showcases that Gas wouldn't be at a disadvantage for much longer throughout the fight, because little by little, he's quickly starting to get the hang of his abilities and lands more stronger and sharper strikes. We witness him counter Granolah's attacks more often now, with Gas's physical capabilities increasing whilst also being able to track down Granolah's every move. Vegeta comments, because by the way, Vegeta got a new career now because it just ended. Vegeta comments that Granolah wasted too much time and he should have finished Gas off sooner when he had the chance. I think only 15 seconds has passed by, but okay, what did you expect?
That's just lazy writing.
So knowing the inevitable will happen, judging from his fight with Goku and Vegeta, Granolah attempts to initiate a different ability on Gas, creating multiple shadow clones surrounding him. He literally stole Piccolo, or let's say, you know, Naruto's whole flow. Each and every one of these clones then proceed to repeatedly fire at Gas multiple times. However, none of these attacks even remotely phase him, as they are all easily taken out effortlessly. Gas states that these specific clones consequently split Granolah's power into the amount of clones he has created through his ki. They're almost like shadow clones. So he uses his own ki blast to literally pierce right through the clones. Taunting him, Gas believes that Granolah has officially used up all of his abilities and power that he had in his arsenal, but boy was he wrong. However, similar to how Naruto uses his shadow clones against enemies, Granola's clones had turned out just to be a distraction, as he proceeded to teleport right in front of Gas with a huge blast charged up in his fingertips, and it explodes right into him. The artwork, I must say right here, was a fire! Gas is seen flying into a nearby river where his family rushes to save him. Goku praises Granolah, but Vegeta deciphers that all the damage his clones received were returned to his original body, as his tactic was a sacrificial ploy. At this point, the Heater's big brother Elec arrives at the scene. He looks down at his fallen little brother and tells Gas that this isn't like him at all. Maki questions Elec on why Gas is getting smashed up like this, and is Elec sure that his wish was granted? Elec smirks and says, of course his wish was granted, and Gas is undoubtedly the strongest fighter in the entire universe by a huge margin, which obviously indicates his own brother's sinister intentions. Maybe Elec has sacrificed even more of Gas's life than he knows, because if the margin is huge, that would mean an even greater exchange would have been required. Let's not forget that Granolah sacrificed most of his lifespan, and the dragon required something in return for such a huge wish. Elec then grabs Gas's tooth crown right from his head, clearly being inspired from the Predator movies, by the way. As he snaps that shit right off, all three of his younger siblings get shocked, like, oh my god, what is this guy about to do? Elec then explains that there is no point in being the strongest of the universe when all of Gas's precious power is actually sealed away, indicating that Gas's crown was the seal of his full power. Elec elaborates that now that Gas is the strongest, he can liberate his inner nature. During this, Oil and Maki show their concern and state that this wasn't a good idea 4 years ago, so why would it be now? This obviously refers to Gas's battle with Bardock. Likely after being outskilled and outmaneuvered in battle experience, Gas had to rely on this primordial state. Gas, with no limiters, starts his transformation. This boy, he goes full Broly mode, Hulk mode, whatever you want to call it. His clothes rip off as his muscles expand. But, you know, that's not the only thing that grows.
Hold on, what?
Oh my god, man, get your mind out the gutter. I meant his horns on his head. You guys are hella sus.
You sussy
This new transformation shocks everyone. Minato confirms that this is the same state that Gas used back then when he was getting smacked up by Goku's father Bardock. So essentially, even back then, Bardock's fists were rated E for everyone, and he didn't give a damn. Like, think about it, of course he didn't give a damn. My man had the balls to face Frieza when his power level was supposedly 10,000, and he faced someone with a power level of 530,000. Like, my man would always stay the most savage, dripped out character, one of my favorites of all time.
Okay, so Granolah, before he can even comprehend the situation, as he witnesses Gas quick power up, he is confronted by this monster instantly to be manhandled as if he wasn't even the second strongest in the universe. This beatdown is so one-sided. It actually reminds me a lot of Broly when he went Super Saiyan. Predator Gas literally pummels Granolah deep inside of the planet itself and then back out just to dash Granolah like he's some rag doll. Maki, seeing her brother lost in rage, comments that Gas has lost all his senses like he did against his fight with Bardock 40 years ago. And as Gas brainlessly Hulk smashes Granolah, Goku states that Granolah isn't going to last much longer and readies himself for battle. At this point, Vegeta asks Minato, how on earth did Bardock defeat Gas when he was like this? Sadly, Minato reveals he was unconscious during that moment and missed out on all of the action. Seriously? How more useless can this guy be? My man can't heal properly. My man can't remember anything. He has no fighting ability. He lied to Granolah his entire life. What the hell is going on?
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Now, as Granolah is getting bodied by this Broly rage-roided mode Gas, surprisingly Maki intervenes in an attempt to help Gas regain his senses and tells him to not let the urge take over. Well, Gas takes the on board and goes apeshit, punching both Maki and his other brother Oil right on their faces. But that's not all, guys. Gas literally is gone mad, because whilst he's at it, he rams into a boulder and smashes his own face in.
You idiot. You're honestly an idiot.
Oil, now floored alongside his sister, comments that Gas has totally lost his shit, which we can all agree, right? Marky then asks the older brother Elec what should they do now, because in this state, Gas is going to wreck himself. However, Elec confidently says that it's fine. Gas is now the strongest in the universe and should have greater control over his power than anyone else. But with that said, Gas does manage to move past his self-harm and changes his targets to our OG spectators, Goku and Vegeta. Yes, Goku and Vegeta not only had their careers ended in an instant as being the strongest, but now also get slapped up. Gas goes straight for Vegeta and bodies him, giving our Saiyan Prince another L. Why? What the heck? Why couldn't it be Goku? Vegeta then proceeds to get manhandled like he's a Yamcha. Okay, we can't be too harsh, since Vegeta is at his base state and has gone through an extensive fight against Granolah. On top of that, Gas not only is the strongest in the universe, but now has also unlocked a primordial predatorial heater inner instinct. I'm sure this power boost is akin to a Saiyan when they go all great ape, just without the moon aspect, you know. Wait, I got a better comparison. This is more akin to when Broly without his mind control crown, you know, in the original Broly movies, goes all full super legendary Saiyan. In fact, this panel seems quite familiar. Now, to save his buddy, Goku apprehends Gas. Like Vegeta, Goku is also burnt out, so he doesn't even transform. However, Goku's clash with Gas triggers a flashback to the time when he fought Bardock. In this flashback, we get to witness how Gas was shot down by Bardock whilst in this berserk mode. Bardock, even though he wasn't a Super Saiyan, managed to blast Gas with enough power to leave the boy with severe PTSD. Let's not forget, this massive L haunted Gas for 40 years. That's pretty long and kinda
We do not care.
But seriously guys, we see the effect of this trauma with Gas momentarily falling back screaming. Whilst in this state of panic, his older brother Elec calms him down as he states, "Go on Gas, remember you swore to never lose again?" This promise that Gas made snapped his mind back to reality. With that, we witness Gas finally taking control over his berserk Broly side. We see this control of power with Gas body changing from the buff puffed state to a more lean and proportionate state. Gas now harnessing his full power, magically changes his torn clothes with his battle attire with the ability Ween. This Gas, now looking fully grown, still with his new bent ass horn, gives us the most baddest stare down since Kid Buu. Goku and Vegeta stares in shock, with Goku stating that Gas looks as though he has gone through some awakening. Elec proudly states, "My little brother is the strongest in the universe for reals now." Okay, I'm just adding that for dramatic effects.
Is this serious?
And then he orders Gas to annihilate everyone who stands in the way. Honestly guys, Gas's transformation reminds me of Goku's Super Saiyan 4 transformation back in GT. I know that isn't canon, but come on, it was kinda lit, right? One of the few things that was amazing about GT. But what I mean is that Goku's Super Saiyan 4 transformation was him ascending to his primordial state and embodying his inner Saiyan nature. Through that process, Goku first transformed into a golden grey ape and had to gain control over the primal mind to further ascend to Super Saiyan 4. Gas is in a similar state. When Elec removed his limiter, Gas embodied the core nature of his heater race, but this overwhelming power took control. However, becoming the strongest in the universe, along with Gas's resolve to never lose again, allowed him to conquer his primal mind, which then subsequently gave birth to this new and broken Gas. Seriously, I don't see Granolah actually winning this one unless there is some ass pull here and there. What's more likely to make sense is a team up between Goku, Vegeta and Granolah. But we also have to take in consideration that Bardock did manage to defeat this primal state of Gas before, and he wasn't even Super Saiyan, or at least what we know. But this is different. Gas is the strongest in the universe because of the Dragon Balls, and you can't compare the two. However, with that said, we do have to think, how did Bardock actually win? Meaning there could be some hidden way to catch this W, using a specific technique, perhaps a theory that I thought of off is that Bardock used an energy beam with a similar frequency to the moon, which the Saiyans did use to help them transform into apes without the moon present. However, with a slight change of frequency, it might have messed up Gas's primal state and mind. Or maybe Bardock did become a great ape himself to fight back. Either way, that's a far-fetched idea. I'm sure Toriyama will keep this shit more simple. Who knows? As we have mentioned earlier, Elec is very goal orientated and sacrificed Gas's lifespan to an unspeakable degree. Gas might even start dying mid-fight because of this exchange. But more importantly, you guys should go ahead and watch this video being displayed to you right now. Trust me, you won't regret it.